Yo, yo, welcome back. As you can see here, we're switching it up a little bit. If you don't know, I sort of dabble a little bit lightly in all these, in Hollywood and rappers sort of selling their souls. You know what I'm saying? Because it's interesting and it's crazy. And yeah, I saw this video. I'm like, yo, we should watch this and react. So let's hop right in.
Orlando Brown is again shedding light on the dark side of Disney and sharing how working for Disney as a child traumatized him for life.
And then once you sign to the mouse, it's a forever thing, you know.
Yeah, I say, do they like hit you
Yeah,
up on,
it's
like,
a- yeah, it's-
anniversaries and
Well, no, because I've been bad.
After Disney recently started trending for allegedly refusing to release the hit movie Sound of Freedom, fans have reignited the conversation about Disney's problematic legacy, especially when it comes to the way they treat their young stars.
This policy involves all the character actors at Disney. So if you get severely injured while working there, no matter what, you have to stay in character.
One of these stars is That's So Raven actor Orlando Brown, who's been left permanently scarred by the dark side of the industry. Over the years, Orlando has dealt with numerous personal issues, and despite no longer being part of the industry, he recently chose to share his experiences with Disney and expose all the disturbing things he apparently witnessed while working as a child actor. And
He's
while
really a
some fans
rapper,
are
though?
questioning
I didn't
Orlando's
know that.
mental well-being, others are speculating that he may be exaggerating his condition so he could tell the truth about Disney and the industry without facing consequences.
Exactly.
So what exactly did
Smart.
Orlando reveal about the dark side of Disney? Let's get into it.
Yeah, well, when you don't understand the magnitude of yourself, that means that, you just not, you think you know yourself, but you don't. So you're still doing things that you're not supposed to do.
During the late 90s and early 2000s, Orlando Brown was at the peak of his career. From 2001 to 2007, he was a prominent cast member in 3 Disney shows at the same time: The Proud Family, Fillmore, and That's So Raven. After joining Disney, Orlando quickly captured the hearts of fans, and his character, Eddie Thomas on That's So Raven, left a lasting impression from that era.
Yeah, well, I'm Eddie Thomas, and I've always dreamed of being in show business.
Well, son, I'm about to make your dream come true.
Really? It's just that easy?
Yep. So why don't we celebrate? How about a cup of coffee and a donut?
My big break and a donut?
That's So Raven achieved huge success and became Disney's highest-rated original series, reaching a milestone of 100 episodes.
That's
A
facts. I
first for a
missed that
Disney-produced show. However, as the actors started to outgrow the
I heard
high
it's
school
back,
setting of the
actually.
show, Disney decided to conclude its run, and the final episode aired in November 2007. And as soon as Orlando parted ways with Disney, his life took a downward turn. The same year That's So Raven ended, Orlando was arrested in Houston on a drug possession charge. And though he was released on bond shortly after, this incident marked the beginning of a series of struggles in his life. Despite his aspirations in music, Orlando's music career failed to gain significant traction, and he continued to encounter legal issues. In 2011, he was arrested
Why
for a
is his shirt
DUI
off?
in Hollywood while driving with his pregnant girlfriend. And less than a year later, he faced yet another
What is he
arrest,
doing?
again on DUI charges. By
That's
that point,
crazy.
Orlando had failed to comply with various court orders, and the judge sentenced him to 180 days in jail. Unfortunately, Orlando's troubles continued to escalate, and in July 2014, an audio recording emerged where he allegedly threatened an unidentified woman and her family.
I'll kill you, your mama, your daughter, and everybody.
Orlando's representative claimed the voice on the recording wasn't Orlando's,
Whoa.
while Orlando himself later insisted that the woman was a stalker who wouldn't leave him alone. He was subsequently booked for disturbing the peace, but he wasn't charged because there wasn't enough evidence for prosecution. But despite all these challenges, Orlando managed to secure some minor roles, including a cameo in the 2015 blockbuster Straight Outta Compton, and a supporting role in the drama American Bad Boy alongside Cat Williams. In 2015, Orlando also appeared on The View for a reunion with the That's So Raven cast, seemingly in good spirits. And at that point, it seemed like he was taking steps to turn his life around.
Chemistry was amazing.
Chemistry.
I mean,
Yeah,
at
right
the same time, the chemistry was like, we weren't just talking to just like ourselves all the time. We were talking to family all the time.
Yeah.
It turned into like something that was very, very epic. And
But sadly, Orlando's career failed to make a comeback, and his personal issues continued. In February 2016, he faced another arrest following a public altercation with his girlfriend, and he was subsequently arrested again after failing to appear for a court date. However, fans still felt sorry for Orlando because it was obvious that he was grappling with some serious unresolved trauma, and he never received the help he needed. Following his release from jail, Orlando's
was a
family and
Disney
friends
actor?
organized an
Look at all them
intervention
guns,
and
yo.
convinced him to enter
That's crazy.
rehab. However, he left the program after only 1 week, and shortly after, a video resurfaced showing Orlando walking barefoot down the street, carrying a box of wine while being confronted by a man whose home he approached.
Look, my shit right over there. I called the
Look at this circus clown.
It's whole blood.
Go ahead. Work for them on the corner.
Sock me out. Sock this
Look at this
circus
nigga
clown
dirty
out.
ass feet.
Yep.
This
Sock me
bum
out.
ass. Try to get this nigga some love. He want on you.
Yeah.
Now I know why he ain't got no family.
What?
Get the away from here.
I got guns.
You better get away from my house or
You
you will
want
not.
Echo too? That's the worst.
Knocked out for calling
That's the
guns.
worst part.
Bro, I'm chilling, bro.
Get away from my house, yo.
I'm away from your house. Hit me. I'm away. I'm off your
If you
property.
come back over, I'm gonna knock you the
I'm off your property.
You wait over here for the police.
I'm off your property.
Orlando's mental state continued to deteriorate, and in December 2018, he made a series of bizarre claims during his appearance on Dr. Phil.
How old are your children?
My kids are 2. One is 5. And one is actually 11.
That's
and
weird.
the oldest is like 16 to 18. My father was Michael Jackson, the great Michael Jackson. So.
Your father was Michael Jackson.
During this time, reports also surfaced that Orlando was homeless, and many fans took to social media to say it was heartbreaking to see how someone with so much potential could end up completely shattered. But how did one of Disney's most promising young stars end up like this? While many fans believe Disney is at least partially to blame, because Orlando isn't an isolated case, and there are many former Disney child stars who were left traumatized by their experience with the company. In fact, Orlando recently went on an interview spree, making a series of shocking claims about Hollywood's practices, including alleged sacrifices and other dark
hear
occurrences
it.
with the entertainment industry. And while some fans are now saying we shouldn't take Orlando's claims seriously because of his mental health issues and substance use, others are speculating that Orlando is purposely acting crazy in these interviews. Apparently, these fans believe that Orlando knows that acting crazy is the only way he can reveal the hidden truths about Hollywood without facing potential lawsuits or even worse consequences. But what exactly did Orlando reveal about Disney and the sinister side of the industry? Well, in a recent appearance on the Cam Capone News podcast, Orlando was questioned about the dark aspects of Hollywood, and he said that the reality is even more terrifying than what most people might assume.
There's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. Like you
Like
know what I'm
what?
saying? What people do. Like, it's not no glory to be talking about. It's really it's really Hollywood. It's really up out there.
Orlando continued to share shocking revelations, mentioning that individuals in the entertainment industry frequently sacrifice their families.
Man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and shit. A lot of stuff done happened.
But that wasn't the end of it. A couple of months later, Orlando made another appearance on Cam Capone News, where he dropped more bombshell claims. During
Yeah,
this
they had him on
interview,
a lot,
Orlando addressed
yo.
the recent Balenciaga
There's
scandal and
mad
talked about their
interviews on him.
controversial campaigns, specifically mentioning the symbolism behind panda bears and other signs that were hidden in these campaigns.
So, you ever heard of Panda? Like I was telling you, Panda. So you got Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, it's when you see black eyes like Blueface and shit like that. He got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else. Okay, and so the eyes come out, and they call them panda eyes.
And while some fans are dismissing Orlando's claims and saying he's not mentally well, others believe that regardless of Orlando's personal issues, there's a lot of truth to what he's saying, and he may be even exaggerating his behavior because
Yeah, that's right. It's almost as if like he has issues, but it's like he plays it up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, okay, like I need to like really act out, like way out in order to like to play everyone like okay, it's not like he's just sick, man. It's not real. But in reality, like he's sharing the message. Like he's laying it out.
Because that's the only way he can get the point across without putting his own life in danger. He went there because he can't talk about certain things, one fan said. And if you say part truths mixed with confusion, we the listeners might class him as crazy.
Right.
And we won't be killed by
There
the
it is.
elites. He wants to keep his head while sneaking in bits of truth. But the sacrificing is a big deal with those psychopaths. And another fan added, if you notice a lot of old Disney kids as they grew up had a lot of problems, there must be something going on behind the scenes. But let's hear your thoughts on all this. Is there some truth to what Orlando is saying? And do you think his issues are a consequence of working with Disney? Let us know in the comments. And don't miss out on this next video.
Azalea Banks. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I believe it all, man. Hollywood is wild. There's some weird shit and evil shit, honestly, that's happening out here, man. So just be aware.